Click subscribe to get latest news and don't forget to press the bell icon.
Despite the Republican push last month for an investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server, as reported by the New York Post, very little progress has been made. Recent attempts to gather information through a Freedom of Information Act request on the Clinton scandal were rejected by the FBI due to lack of public interest, according to Breitbart Bart. Ty Clevenger, the lawyer who filed the FOIA, said, "It looks like the Barack Obama administration is still running the FBI." According to an article written by Clevenger on LawFlog, he filed the original FOIA in March to the FBI, requesting information about Clinton's use of a private email server. He received the first response on August 8 denying his request. Clevenger said the request was denied due to privacy concerns for Hillary Clinton. The FBI's response went on to state that Clevenger had one of three options left to justify the release of information: prove Clinton consents to the release of the records, prove Clinton is dead, or prove that the matter is of public interest. The first two were unlikely to be satisfied. There is no way Clinton would agree to the release of records that could potentially prove criminal misconduct leading to a lawsuit, and she's obviously still alive. Then left Clevenger with the final option: prove public interest. Clevenger said in the letter responding to the denial that he was stunned that I should have to explain why my request pertains to a matter of public interest. At the time of the perjury referral, Mrs. Clinton was a Democratic nominee for President of the United States, a former U.S. Secretary of State, and a former U.S. Senator. As one would expect, the referral made national news. Nevertheless, he submitted a follow-up, believing the extensive media coverage on the issue, Clinton's former political positions, and intent to become president would help prove public interest in the subject. Yet, according to Breitbart, the FBI disagreed and in a letter once again denying the request, stated, "We have determined you have not sufficiently demonstrated that the public's interest in disclosure outweighs personal privacy interest of the subject." It went on to state that Clevenger would be required to provide documentation regarding the public's interest in the operations and activities of the government before records can be processed pursuant to the FOIA. Clevenger said he was flabbergasted by both of the FBI's responses. "I'm just stunned. This is exactly what I would have expected had Mrs. Clinton won the election," he said. "It is bizarre that the FBI would believe the matter wasn't of public interest considering Democrats and Hillary Clinton herself believed the reason she lost the election was that voters were upset over the investigation into her use of the server," according to USA Today. Just last month, Republicans in the GOP pushed for the formation of a second special counsel to investigate a number of scandals including Clinton's private email server usage. They asked that a second special counsel look into unaddressed matters, some connected to the 2016 election and others. Saying, "The American public has a right to know the facts, all of them surrounding the election and its aftermath." The FBI's strange response certainly points to Clevenger's allegation that many Obama holdovers could still be in the FBI, preventing any information from leaking out about Hillary Clinton. Though to be fair, if the FBI were to tune into mainstream news outlets, the majority of what they'd see would be Russia and Trump collusion allegations, evidence of Trump's supposed racism, and other issues liberals are obsessed with, not the legitimate public concern over Mrs. Clinton's possible criminal actions. If what the liberal media publishes determines public interest, then the FBI's response makes a lot more sense, and we would never see information released through FOIAs on any scandals facing Clinton, ever. This is the absolute danger of a biased and agendized mainstream media.